Hello and welcome to Digital Zen Gaming. I'm Santosis and this is episode 16 of TNP Limitless. Right, we sorted out the closures, etc, etc. So we've got a few of those growing over here. So we've got a few there. And then we've got loads of stuff. As you can see, the adults... Really? Yeah, ow, whatever. Right, as you can see, the adults are growing up, getting moved into the slaughter section, and basically getting slaughtered. So we've got, at the moment, I've turned off the sheep moving because I want to get a couple more in there. But basically what I had was it moving into the pig pen, and then pig pen would basically move the babies into here. So I had it on for a little bit, which is why there's a couple of sheep in there. Once all of these grow up, so these have a longer growing up period than they do the gestation period. So, or the re-gestation period, should I say. So basically when that goes here, it goes from here to here and then into there. Okay. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Yeah, so basically they just all get moved into here, and then when they grow up, they moved into there, and, you know, you saw them getting killed. So it's fine. Right, let's sleep, and today we are going to do Flux. Now, I realised that Flux was what I was looking for. So, let's have a look. Flux was what I was going to do the other day when I couldn't find all of the bits that I needed. So there's a few things that we need. Obviously, we've got some flux. You saw how I got that. You basically compress redstone dust with bedrock and obsidian. So we've done that before. So that's why we've got so much. We threw a few stacks at it. Now, we've got a few things that we need to do. We need, obviously, storage for power, which would be really good. We need these little flux cores. We need these little flux plugs and flux points, so provide energy and take out energy. Now these work over massive distances and in different dimensions and the whole thing, which is why we want them. Now the flux controller we definitely want, because that will help us do a whole bunch of stuff. Now as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we need to create. So we're going to move over to here. We're going to do everything in this. So we're going to basically set up all the recipes, and yeah, that's how we're going to make our flux stuff. So once we've got all the recipes and we've got everything sorted, now I don't know what these are, and I will have a look. Teleportation core does not look fun, but you know, we're committed now. Even if we can get power wirelessly in this dimension to start with, I'm happy with that. Right, so pink stained edge aligned glass. I don't know what that is, but it's normal glass. It is a substitute, so that's fine. Then we've got normal substitute there, and then we've got the gargantuan. Now, obviously, we'll go through as we do. We'll go through the different bits and pieces and what they actually mean and what they are. We got an Eyes of Ender, so we should have some stuff there. We got the Flux configurator, which we definitely need. I usually lose some of these occasionally, so I'm going to... I don't know what the admin configurator is. It's not mine. Right, so there's a whole bunch of stuff, and then obviously Solar Flux Reborn sort of ties into that, so that's kind of cool. We probably could do these blazing... Well, we can do these blazing ones. I'm not sure we can do the emerald. Actually, we can do quite a lot of these. We just need more Eyes of Ender. Efficiency upgrade, transfer rate upgrade, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of good. All right, we just need to get some of those upgrades as well. That would be cool. Right, so we've obviously got the Flux core, which we've... Yep, so that we've got that one. Now, there was one back here. Provides energy to adjacent blocks, actively removing energy from your Flux network. Now, we had this teleportation core. Wow. Okay, this is not fun. That is not good. That we can do. Tesseract, also not fun. We might not be able to do this, because if they require Tesseracts and stuff, oh man, that sucks. Okay, so teleportation cores is Mekanism. We need to get into Mekanism then. Reinforced alloys all the way up to atomic alloys, which means that we need Right, so we got obsidian, which would give us that. Then that's diamond, that's redstone. So we can do all of that. Okay, so we just need a chain of those. All right, that's not that bad. Not as bad as I thought. We can do that with the chains. The tesseract, an ender air bottle. Okay, we've got some of those. Travel anchor. Okay, so the travel anchors are going to be a pain in the ass. That's just a lot of bits and pieces. The enderite ink. Oh my god, look at that. That's horrible as well. We ain't going to make too many of them, are we? So we're going to have to get a couple of these and then hope. Because, like, yeah, there's just not... I'm going to throw all of these ones in here. And then I'm going to go and get the bits that I need. And that I know that I need immediately. So we've got a flux configurator from somewhere. Probably from a loot crate or something. Or a loot bag. Then we've got the flux controller. Right, we're missing Eyes of Ender. So let's have a look at Ender and Eyes of Ender. So we don't have... Oh, right, okay, so I've just missed the Eyes of Ender. So... Missed how to create those. So we will put that in there and we'll shove that in the yellow one. Let's go back up. So if we go Flux again... Flux controller. Okay, so now we're good. So that should be crafting. Perfect. Now we need basic storage. Can we do... Right, we got basic. Herculean. Can we do the next one? No, we can't. We're missing some stuff. Okay, so that's fine. We can do one of those. So we got a little bit of storage. That's all right. Did I just create another controller? I did. Oh, God's sake. Basic flux. Now I'm not going to have enough, am I? No. Shit. Let's go stand over here and actually... Is that on? No, it's not. So put that on. And let's create some more. Right, okay, so where are we going to put this? The obvious place is wherever the solar panels are, really. But I want this to be kind of a separate network at the moment. Because I'm going to be linking this to the quarries. So I kind of want it to be outside yet in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break through the wall here, I think. Or we're going to do it over there. No, actually, well, we need the sun. So, you know what? We're going to go put it on the roof. We're going to go put it on the roof. And we're going to go and steal the decent solar panels. Because this is going to be powered by other stuff in the moment. And then what we want to do is go outside, go onto the roof, and we'll get that sorted. So let's get up here. And temporarily, I'm just going to put it up here. So we've got that one. We've got these. So let's put that there. That one there. This one here, and that one there. And I've already buggered up. Because we should have put some energy things down first, shouldn't we? Where's the energy ones? There they are, energy cables. So, yeah, there we go. So we're going to put it 6 and then 7 and 8 because I'm pretty sure I've got some more. Yep, I've got one there and one there. So we're definitely going to pull those out. Ah, you wank. Oh, I've moved my grid over into the curio slot and I've got it on Shift and E. So now I can open it up without that. So let's go to solar and grab our solar panels out. And let's go to Flux and grab out our controller. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the rubbish ones over here. And then we're going to put the good ones here. No. No. Now I'm stuck. Perfect. That's awesome. We're going to throw that in there, and then we're going to put one more here, and then we're going to throw that up there. Okay, so we've got those. The Flux controller, I'm pretty sure we can put anywhere. So I probably will put that downstairs, actually. Let's get these extracting. So we're going to need our configurator for cyclic. And you just right click on each one of these so that they're extracting. There we go. And then we need our storage, which, did we do our storage? No, because we ran out, didn't we? So if we jump down here, we should be able to go and take some of the jelly babies. There we go. And then put them in the ender thing, and we should be good. Stick them in there. And then we're going to wait here for a second, just so that we can see a couple, and then we should be able to @flux it here and get some of the flux stuff going. So we need storage, so we need a basic flux storage, so we need 2 missing, 1 missing, done. Okay, so this storage is going to go upstairs. In fact, actually, no, it isn't. It's going to stay downstairs because it doesn't matter where this goes, does it? So I'm going to shove it there. And I'm going to put this one here, and then I'm going to click over here, and we're going to create a new network. And we're going to call this network the Quarry network. Okay? So the Quarry network. And we're going to give this a green one because, you know, why not? There we go, right. It's not encrypted. I don't need encrypted. I don't need private. Public is fine. Right, so there's our first network. We can see what's in there, what's not, etc., etc. We can enable wireless charging, which is kind of fun, which we probably will do, actually. Wireless charging is ineffective. Okay, so maybe we won't. Flux controller, there we go. So you can see everything that's going in and out of the network, etc. Right, so that is now linked, or will be. When we click on here, we can now click on Quarry. Now this is linked to this network. And you can see that by, there we go. You can see it here. And it's got no change at the moment, and obviously no power, etc., etc. Yeah. So now we need to get some stuff into the network for that to happen. Now we need to set up the other bits and pieces. So we need to get power into the network, which is provides energy, and it provides energy, and then this one receives energy. So the receiving of energy, we're missing 2 netherite ingots. So let's have a look and see if we've got any netherite in. No, we've got some scrap. What about some ancient debris? No, we don't. Okay. We need to go and check out the quarry and see what the hell's happening there. So let's go and check out the quarry, because that should have been mining. Nether quarry. It's doing stuff, I suppose, or is it? No, well, it is doing stuff, but very, very slowly. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go WUD. Is it WUD? Yeah, we're going to go to WUD, and we are literally going to do some mining. I just want to see, or want to show you as well, like how fast mining is with one of these things, which you've seen before, but should be able to show you just how effective this stuff is. Now, I usually find quite a few, like, as you go along. So, I mean, might take a minute or two, but we don't need that many. We need about, what, 6 or 8? But you always keep an eye out in the ceilings, in the walls. What you're looking for is that familiar brown block, basically. I mean, you could decimate entire areas in this really quickly. As you can see, just slowly pan and it will just mine out to 20 blocks. Oh, there we are. That looks like... Oh no, that's not. I thought that was some ancient debris then. I mean, we are quite high up, to be fair. So really, we should go down. So I'm going to sit on this level 5. It is a little bit OP, this thing, but I love it. Especially when you've got the batteries. If you haven't got the batteries, yeah, then there's no point. I mean, seriously. If you haven't got the battery power backing this thing up, yeah, you're just going to be constantly upstairs recharging. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest, but when you've got sufficient batteries in your inventory, you can literally just continue mining for quite a while. And it's quite nice. As you can see, you know, we're mining quite a few. Okay. And then run away from the lava. I think we'll have to come back because this might take a while. Oh, there we are. Ancient debris. You see it? I got like 3 or 4 in a go. So what I want to do is get up to the level where I saw that, which is here. Perfect. There we go. So I saw it on this level. So now I'm going to mine at this level. There we go. There's another one. So this is level 9. So this is my new mining level. So this is literally like once you've found a couple and you get the level right, then, you know, as you can see, I found a few in a go, like in literally in the same area, which is generally how they work. Like I've just noticed that there'll be in a you know, there'll be a few in an area and then it will be sparse for a little bit longer and then there'll be a few more in the area and it will be, yeah. So I think that's by design, to be honest. You notice that I'm mining the Insanium at the same time because obviously helping out the Insanium so that I can get the top tier crystal, because I still haven't got the top tier crystal, so I still have to make all my own crystals, and that's really annoying. And I have to keep remaking them, so I want to try and get that so that we can, well, so basically so we don't have to make any of the things again and the crystals will just, you know, continue to work, so that'll be quite cool. So yeah, picking up some insanium whenever I can, and then that way we can have a big stash when we get back to base. We'll check how much debris we've got in a moment. But yeah, I'm just literally walking into a newer area, because obviously once you've mined out the debris in that area, you need to move on, really. There is... no, I thought there was another block, but it wasn't. But you can see from the map, I'm generally just making a sweep. I'm going generally in one direction, but I'm making a fairly large sweep so that I can cover a greater area. So, yeah. I'm just going backwards and forwards, basically. But if you have a look at the map, that's exactly what we're doing. We're covering that distance. I don't know what that thing up ahead is. I think that's the dungeon type thing that we've seen before. Just check. No more ancient debris there. Right, so we're going to come back up here. There we go. Look, see? This is why I do the sweep. So I know there's ancient debris to my right, but I'm still going to sweep this bit to the left because it gives me a great area that I've then searched. There's more ancient debris. No, that's not ancient debris. My bad. It looked like it from this distance. But this is. That's cool. Alright, so we've got some more here, which is good. So I am literally just going to clear out this pocket. Just to see if there's any lurking around near it. And it doesn't look like it. Although... no, that's not it. So, and I also am going to just go a little bit higher. And when I've found the ancient debris, just to make sure that there's none there. And there isn't. So we're going back to now sweeping. So we start over to this side and we just literally just walk and sweep. So that it gets the greatest area. That literally is it. And I know that this is insanely boring to watch, but look at that. See, this is why we sweep. There's more ancient debris, so we're going to go over in this direction a little bit more. And we're going to sweep everything around. We're going to go down. And we're going to go up. Now, obviously, you're going to miss some if it's in the wrong... like, if you're in the wrong area, you will miss some. Or you might stop just before you found some. But, you know, that's the chance you take. So this, the way that I'm doing it, is the best way that I've found. But everybody's different. I mean, you know, to be honest, we could just do this, which is you do that, and then you keep going, and then you keep going, and that works well too, as you can see. We've got ancient debris. And then what most people do is go back the other way. So you know, you mine a little bit that way, and then you go back this way. Now, what I like to do is this. But I like to do it this way when I'm going backwards. So, you know, I can cover a great amount of area, but I can still get everything I need. As you can see. There's some more of that. There's ancient debris. I just picked it up. There's some more ancient debris. So strip mining is quite effective for ancient debris, considering that there's only a certain amount in the chunks, I think it is. I think that's what I read. But yeah, we're good. So I am going to stop in a moment, but I'm going to put the waypoint down, because that's what the waypoints are for, is basically so that when I'm mining, I can just drop one down where I finish. I can come back, pick up where I left off. Yeah, it just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to check how much ancient debris we've got, because there's another bit there. Now, what we could do is we could go in that direction and we could strip mine that way. More ancient debris there. Quite lucky with the ancient debris stuff. Been quite lucky so far. But, you know, it does help having a laser that basically strip mines a massive amount. As you can see, the laser is running out of charge now. So that means that my batteries have been depleted, because they're not the best. They're not the best ones that we could possibly get. But they, you know, they're decent enough. So we're going to strip mine this bit, and then what I will come back and do is strip mine that section over there. But you're not going to see that. So what we'll do is we'll dump out our waypoint, and this will be the Nether strip mine. And we're going to go home. There we go. And what we should do is most of the stuff should have gone in to these things. So we've got quite a bit of that crap. So that's not in that one. There's quite a bit in this. It's not in that one, so it's going to be in this one. This is why I get this stuff, because look how much I've got, and all I was doing was just strip mining for something else. So that's cool. So we'll get all of those out because I want all of those, and we'll put one back in, keep it locked. The rest of this stuff I don't really mind if it doesn't come out yet. The coal I'll take. The rest of this stuff is fine. There's the ancient debris we found. Well, we found 12 because one was already there. So let's put this in the system, which means that we'll probably need to make another one of those. We're going to ancient. So let's have a look at the ancient debris. If we picked up any more. No, I didn't think so. The quarry's not doing what it should do. That's getting pulverized. That should give us our 2 ingots. Because what should happen is, there we go. So we should get our scraps. We should get 20 scraps, or 24 scraps. 24 scraps, yeah. And then we've already got 3 in the system, so that's fine. So if we do this, and then gold, and we should get our ingots. So there's 6 of those. Now, if we go and look at Flux, what we should be able to do is grab one of these, right? No, though, not that one, this one. There we go. So we can start that. That is a Flux plug. Receive energy from adjacent blocks and put it into the system. So you can see here that the system's got nothing in. And if we go up here, and we're going to break that one, and we're just going to plonk that down there, and then we're going to link it to the quarry network, and then we're going to go downstairs. And there we go. We got a little bit of energy. So even though it's cloudy, we've got energy coming into the system, and obviously it's now not raining. So now we've got sunlight. So now we should be seeing a fairly large amount of energy coming into the system. There we go. So plus 1,000 FE a tick. Now I'm pretty sure that that's limited from upstairs. So I'm going to shift an E and get my energy cables back, because I put them into the system by accident. And I'm going to see whether I can increase this, maybe, by doing that. I don't know. Will that increase what we get in downstairs? Now, we're on a plus 1,000. Now we're on plus 3,000. So these cables are 1,000. Okay, so that's good to know. We'll have to do some other work. Right, we've stored 2 million already, and there's nothing else we can do about it. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are at the moment with that one. So now we have got, let's have a look, put those in there. I'm going to have a look at this Flux network configurator, because I don't know what it is. Okay. What, really? Detailed network view. Okay, so it's basically a network thing. I don't know. We're going to put that in our backpack for now. There we go. Right. What do we need to do? Now we need mechanism. So Flux, mechanism, we need... Flux point provides energy, so we need that one, and we need this one, and we need these. So these are metallurgic infusers. So we're definitely going to need osmium ingots and that kind of stuff. So if we go to metallurgic... Oh, there it is. I can see it. So we need these. So if I do that and then go... really? Did I just put it in... Metallurgic infuser? I put it in the wrong one. Need to put it in this one. There we go. So now if I go metallurgic, we can see what we need to... Alright, so we got that. So we need about 4. We're missing furnaces. Okay, so furnaces are not too bad. Let's go for cobbled. I could teach the system a furnace, but I can't be bothered right now. I just want to get some stuff done. So now metallurgic, and we can have 4 of these, right? Yep, there we go. Okay, so 4 of them. We obviously need a couple of other bits and pieces for this. We're going to need some exporters. We're going to need some things. We're going to need some pretty heavy duty crap down here. I am going to run the power from that section, so I'm going to build it here. Literally here. So we are going to go with a V because we're going to go a single block, and we're going to go that direction. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to go power cables first. So let's go and get some power cables. We need that one and that one. And we need to get that out of the way so that we can put down our power cables. So we've got our 4 power cables. We've got our 4 metallurgic infusers. Now the first one then feeds into the second one, which will feed into the third one and the fourth one. That literally is how that's going to work. So what we do need is the flux stuff and the mechanical bits and bobs that we know we need. So we definitely need one of those. We definitely need one of those and one of those. And the first one that we do is basically an infused alloy. So this is iron and redstone. So let's double click that. Right, so iron and redstone. So we're going to need some so exports for iron. So we need 1 iron. And we need some redstone. And we're running low on iron. That's not good. That means the quarry isn't working at all. Oh dear. Okay. That's not good. All right. You know what? It is what it is. So let's go and see what our iron situation is. So we're going to make these for the moment. We're not going to put these into the system. We're not going to craft these. Not right this second anyway. Or should we? No, we're not going to right now. We're not going to right now. So redstone will always be imported into this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our export. Where's our export? Where's our cables and our exporter? Really? Exporters? Really? So we need 4 of those. So let's get started. Come on, craft me the 4. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to go around the back for these ones. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the first one that we need, obviously, is infused alloy. Okay, so redstone and iron. So we're going to do redstone in here. We're going to run the cable up and over because it's over there. So we're just going to run it from this corner here. You know, all of this will be a lot better once I have a new base. But right now, we're just making things work. So it looks shite. Right, that's that one. So that should now fill up the wrong slot. So the back side, so if we shift and click all these, so it's clear sides, there we go, we can clear the sides. So the back, that's the front, this is the back. So the back needs to be orange. So the back needs to be orange. So we'll click the sides again and we need extra yellow. Is it yellow or orange? Extra yellow? That's yellow. Okay. We'll go with yellow then. That will then fill up the redstone, which is what we need. So obviously to make the first one, we need redstone and that. So we fill it up with redstone and then we can chuck the iron in there. The next one is diamonds, and the next one after that is refined obsidian, which we need to crush down. So we need diamonds. How many diamonds do we have? We have 560. Right, so I'm going to do diamonds here. And we're going to change this to, we're going to clear everything and we're going to go yellow. Or maybe not. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's crushed diamond. So we need to put some through the crusher or the pulverizer. So let's crush it first. I'm pretty sure it's crushed diamond. If it isn't, I'm doing something stupid. All right, so we can't automate this yet straight away, but, you know, we're going to get our first one anyway because we need it. We also need some obsidian, so I might go and grab that right now. We should have a little bit. Yeah, we do. Perfect. So I'm going to grab half a stack. And we're going to, when we get to 16, we'll stop this. 2, 3. There we go. So that should give us our 16. 2 more. Perfect. And then we're going to crush down the obsidian. We'll go downstairs and we'll sort this first. So we'll shove that in there. So that will fill up a tiny amount. Really is a tiny amount. About that is that one. We got redstone coming out of our ass, so we're fine with that. I'm going to take 16 of these and put them through. Now the extract will be blue, and the import will be red. So that left side will be red, and then the export will be blue. Now they won't automatically do that, but if we click the eject on, it should now put it into there. And why is that not working? Because how much does this need? 20. Metallurgic infused alloy to reinforced. It says diamond. It says diamond. Does it have power? No. Oh, nothing has power. Don't. Then how did you work? Don't you need joules? Infused type diamond. So we got some diamond in there. We've got obsidian upstairs. Let's get some power down. Where are we going to run this? You know what? We're just going to run it down the wall. Through the back. It's going to look horrible, but I just don't care. There we go. Okay, so this one didn't require power, but it goes faster if you've got power. So, or it had a little. Oh, it had a little bit of power because it was in my inventory. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I charged it basically. Right, let's go upstairs and grab the pulverized oh, nice. Right, let's put the diamonds back in there. Right, so we've got the pulverized obsidian, which we're going to dump in. Oh, no, hang on. Won't take pulverized obsidian. What does it take? Enriched obsidian, refined obsidian. refined obsidian ingots, which come from osmium compressor, which is refined dust. Where does that come from? Metallurgic infuser, obsidian dust, and diamond. A diamond again. You're having a laugh. So I've got 2 lots that require diamond. Awesome. Okay, so good job I've got some stuff up here, really. Right, let's go downstairs and see what this one's doing. How's this doing? This is almost out of diamond. So I'm going to put another couple in there. Yeah. That will give us this. Export will be on the right. And import will be on... Oh, actually, no. This one needs to be here. Because this needs to make something else. So that's not going to have an export, but this one will have an import. So let's clear all of those. The input would be on the red, which is there. And then the output of this one will go into here. So the output here needs to go in. So let's clear all that. The output will go into the input, which is yellow. Gets confusing. Auto eject. Auto eject is on. Auto eject is on. So that output blue will go left. The output will go into the extra yellow, which is here. There you go, refined obsidian. So that's now getting refined. This now needs more of that. This now needs more. Too much, too much, too much. Actually, let's get another stack of diamonds going. Because I think that that's not going to be enough for what we need. So, what have we got in here? We've got nothing left in there. We've got 3 in here. So if we do 1, 2... So it's 2 for every one. And then this one, right now, this should be auto eject on, which then should go into here, which then should be refined, and then it should give us our atomic alloy, right? Boom. Okay, cool. So now what we need is we need to put some more diamond in there to get this stuff going so that this stuff doesn't run out while we're processing that. This is run out, but has processed everything that we need. So that's fine. So now what we need is we could put some more in, but I'm not going to. And then what we've got is keep that one topped up. Actually, what I will do is I will put that on there and then put that back in the system so that will then keep it topped up perfectly. And it's going to accept red on the back. Input red. There we go. And then that should keep it up, topped up. Perfect. And if I take some out, yeah, there we go. So that's good. So we've got that one going. We've got the refined going into here. These are then making the extras. So once, well, I don't know how much we need, but once we've got another one, that's 30. So how much do we actually need of that? 40 for each one. Wow. Okay, that's not good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to import. Do we have any imports? No, we don't. Yay. Oh, but we do here, so that's fine. Right, so let's grab a couple of imports. We'll shove one. Oh, yeah, because... Ready? And we'll put one on top. We're not going to bother with the import on here, but we are just going to link this cable up just straight across. Like so. And we're going to export out the top. What color is it? Blue. There we go. And away it goes. Now it's in the system. Now we're all good. Right, so we should now be able to just throw iron in there. We need obviously some diamond dust to come down, but the that one's going to need more diamond dust. So let's go upstairs and check the pulverizer. We got 64, which we are going to go and shove in here because we're processing this. And we need this one to be working happily. All right, that's perfect. So now we're good. Now if we have a look at Flux, we should be able to do the point, right? There we go. So now we got one Flux point. So provides adjacent energy. So now this gives energy to the networks. The Flux plug is the bit that receives the energy. So can we do another one? We can. So we can do two. That's good. Because we're going to go and power the quarries with these. So now, if we go upstairs and we go to the Nether quarry. So we're going to go over here to the Nether quarry. And we're going to basically have a look, make sure that we're still... we're not chunk loaded. Oh no, we are chunk loaded. Force loaded. We've I'm going to chunk load that amount, and then I'm going to force load that amount as well, because I want this to work. It needs to work. Right, so now we can get rid of you and get rid of you and put a Flux point. Where's the second one? Where did the other one go? Oh crap, I'm killing everything. Right, let's get this back up and running. So we'll put that back on there, and then we need a Flux point, and that needs to be connected to the quarry network. That should now, there we go. Look, I mean, that should be providing ultimate power, and we're gonna whack that on and then just watch that. That's yeah, that's so cool. Right, let's have a look at transfer limits and stuff like that. We don't really need. Right, we got 12k. Okay, cool. So we can go downstairs and have a look at that now, or go back, should I say, and have a look at that. And when we go back, we'll just need to keep an eye on whether the ender chest is... Yeah, see, look, right? It's not doing anything. Oh, well, it might not be doing anything because it might not be doing anything. But, yeah. Okay, so here, 3000 FE a tick, which is much more than what we're using. So if we have a look at the stats, yeah, there we go. So that's now full. So obviously when we were filling that up, that would be cool. So if we jump back over to the other side, and what we're going to do is we're going to put you on here, and we're going to set you as a quarry 2. And now we should see a spike and a power, and you should now be off and away. Now the only problem is not enough room. And that's because this one... There you go. Right, so we're seeing... no ender stuff at the moment, but that was because it hadn't finished. This is all the main quarry. It's kind of a look at the ender quarry again. Or the Nether quarry, sorry. No, it's still going. Okay, it's hit a void and stuff like that. So, yep, that's cool. We're good with that. We can watch it in a minute. We can watch that go in. We've got an import of that side. We've got an import of max on that side. So now we just need to wait, and we should be good. All right, so that should start chugging up and down again. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I mean, it chugs up a bit and then stops and comes back. So we should be all right. I don't know whether it's going to work or not because it keeps playing around. It keeps buggering up. But, you know, it is what it is. At least the power network is working. So we've got over here, we can see that we've got 0 drain on it at the moment because they're all full and they're not actually doing stuff. But, yeah, it will change and surge and do that kind of stuff. So we know that the solar panels up there can run 2 quarries at the very least. But yeah, this is the bit that's really starting to piss me off. Is it looks like I have to be here to have these run. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I have to be here to allow them to run, and that I shouldn't have to. It didn't work like that before. See? Okay, so that's now working. What's that stuff? That's blackstone, right? Cobbled deep slate. All right, so that is the normal quarry. Let's go and reset the other one because it just... It's not right. It's not right here. So let's just reset it all. Like so. And then we'll get these two because that's pretty much all we need. And there we go. Now that should be chunk loaded. Unless there's a chunk loader. There we go. Look, now that's draining power every time it uses something. So that will be a good way. There we go. Now I saw some ender stuff or some nether stuff in there as well. So we've got both quarries running at full speed. We've got no energy left in that system over there. We've got an abundance of energy over this system. I think what we might need to do is do a little bit more solar. But look at all the systems out here. I mean, we've got light levels here, but we've got stored amounts of everything out here. I'm thinking I might steal one of these temporarily to just keep the quarries going a little bit more. No, that's the wrong cable. It's item cable. Oh, there's the energy one. So I'm gonna have to, aren't I? Because I need those quarries to run because I need all the stuff for it. So I'm gonna put this one here, and then I'm gonna run the cable down so that we get another 1,000 in, and that one should give us 5,000 in. So it's 1,000 for every cable, which is fine, but when you've got a quarry running at insane amounts of speed, yeah, it's still not enough. You want the quarry to run at full speed, it's still not enough. Look at it. I mean, it's good, but it's not enough. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. They really do use an insane amount of power, but they are very good at what they do. So, yeah. All right, so that's that. The network is probably 5,000 out, 2,000 to 2,600 out. I'm thinking I might limit the amount of power that they can draw. We've got 5,000 going in. If I limit each one to 2,000 or 2,500, transfer limit. $2,500 or 2,500. Um, $2,500 transfer limit. Now that's not getting any power. Okay. because there's no power coming from that. So I'm going to reset this limit to 2,500. That's the mining quarry. And then I'm going to go and join the other world, or go over to the Nether quarry. I'm going to do exactly the same here, because we've got to work out 2,500. There we go. So, and this is the Nether quarry. Okay. Now we need to go home, and I think it's here that I've got the problem, because as soon as I left, there was no power. Claim chunks. No, the claim chunks are here. There's the... force loading. Wow, I can... Okay, so what I might have done is actually loaded it for a certain amount of time. Instead of having it force loaded for a certain amount of... Yeah, okay, that might be my fault then. Right, so if we go over to here, we should see 2,500 as a limit on both. There we go. So the mining quarry is minus and taking 2.5. The Nether quarry is also taking 2.5. Now, if we go over to here, I don't know what the transfer rates are. It's 5,000, I think, for these panels. Yeah, so 1,000 there. Now, if I put another flux point, or if I basically smash into... You know what? Let's do it the other way. Let's get rid of this. Like so. And let's put it here. And we'll put... Oh, really? There it is. We get this, and we'll put it here. Now that should 11,000 straight away. Like, not even joking. That is insane, because that's getting it directly from all the panels connected. Okay, so if we add this one and we go across here, that should add more, right? No, it only adds 5,000 because all of these are now limiting it. Input buffer. Or is it because it's already full? It's because it's already full. Holy crap. That's insane. Oh, I can't get back up. I've got to go the long way. Right, that's already full. So they're taking 2,000, whatever it is, 2,500 out of it, and we're putting 11,000 back in. And we're storing this now. So actually these can go. Or can they? Like, if we're taking 1,000, that's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, then 128 and that. I would say that this, and this would be good. Having one going out the back like so as well would probably be a good idea, and we'll link them all together. And then one at the side maybe onto that. And what we can do is we can wrench that so that it will export. So we'll do all of the exports, because why not? And then we'll come back and see. Right, so that's 5,000. It's a plus 5,000, because 5,000 is being withdrawn from the system, right? So if I go into here, I should be able to select items, edit items. I can't edit. But we've got 5,000 in and out of the system, right? So if I go over to the mining dimension and increase that quarry, or remove or bypass the limit, how much will it take? 20 and 12 when it drops. Wow. Yeah, okay. I reckon we'll go with 5. And we'll unbypass the limit because that is crazy shit. Or should we go with 4? We'll go with 4. 350. 3,500 should be more than enough, right? Let's go back and go over to the quarry and then another quarry. And here we'll do a 3,500 limit as well. That should speed this up a bit. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll go home and then we should have more power going in, which we do because we can see that over here. We've got transfer limit of 20. Bypass the limit? No, we can't bypass the limit because there is no... Right, so we've got +7 coming in like already. That's not bad, actually. So let's go and have a look at how well the solar cells are performing. Are they getting a... All right, so we are draining them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really is the limit. So we had it right the first time. And I can't change the limits here, so I'm going to have to go back and redo them. So I'm going to go and set them to 2,500. We're going to keep them that way for the moment. Purely and simply because we know that we can support 2,500 on the quarries. And I'll show you as well just how fast that is going once we've reset this limit here to 2,500 and then come out, come home. And this video is way too long. But if we have a look now, we can actively support that. There we go. So now we should be getting a net gain on the roof, which means that we should, in theory, be able to... That's still going down. That is going down. That's not good. That's going down. This is all going down. This isn't... Oh, because the generation is way down. Because it's coming up at night. So, you know what? It is what it is. I'm happy enough with that. That it literally is only going to affect the quarries, so who cares? But look at the speed of these. Now, we should be getting some iron now. Well, this thing's smelting up, so... No, I don't want that. Got any iron? Alright, we'll give you the uranite. No. Not at the moment. We don't need copper actually in this thing anymore because we've got so much. So let's get rid of copper. We'll let that one finish smelting, but that's fine. So have we got any iron? That's what I'm in dire need of, iron. Oh, we had a couple, so that's not too bad. Alright, yeah, I mean, look. This episode has been insane, like the length of it, but we've got Flux doing pretty well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm really, in fact, actually, I'm really happy with that. That we've actually got the Flux network going, even if it is just for the quarries. But it takes the strain off of all the other power sources once you've got solar and you're charging the stuff up there. Now, obviously, if we can get some more solar panels going, which I'm pretty sure that is going to be one of my next things. I mean, I'll probably, mine some, let these quarries mine for a bit, get a bit more stuff. And then, yeah, I'll move into getting some more solar panels so that we can then support the rest of the base. But we're going to have a separate network for that anyway. So they won't interfere because we've got the solar panels behind us that actually do work really well. And we'll just tie that in then to the rest of the base and we should be good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching if you did make it this far. I am of two minds and you may be watching this as a part 2. because this is a long episode. So this may be a part 2. If it isn't, thank you for watching the whole length of it. But if it is, yeah, thank you for watching both. Anyway, like, subscribe, have an enjoyable time. I've been Synthesis, you've been awesome. Laters.